Now, was that Cat Williams that said the pimping game is religious on a movie or something like that? You gotta excuse me, I'm just eating an apple, sorry. I believe it was. I believe it was. When we look around, our religious groups, places, and platforms, they become another form of genre, I guess, I don't know, of celebrity. So you got your freedom fighter celebrities, you got your music, entertainment celebrities, that goes with dancers, actors, singers, artists. You got all these little different areas of celebrity. And today, that's what we see. And this ain't a dig for nobody. When I was younger, even though I was in church, people went to church because that's what they do. Okay, we went out on Saturday. We got to get up and go to church on Sunday, go have dinner with the family, and then go back to life. That's just what we did. We got dressed, had to go looking a certain way, had to go to the club looking a certain way, had to go to church looking a certain way, had to go to school looking a certain way, whatever. Okay. But now it has become like a concert event going to church. Now, I follow some pastors who outside of the church. And let me go back to that too, because I'm so tired of people thinking what they used to call with the Baptist dollar, that's what you put in a thing, that you moving mountains and that these celebrities are able to furnish $1 billion facilities and travel and do everything they're doing on the offering of the church. Um that's not even a set rate. It's a estimate every Sunday of what might come in. So if you got 300 members come in through the church, you probably think we should at least get $300, right? You're hoping more, but I mean, give or take, you expect probably everybody to give $1, right? So that's not even a form of income that you can base life off of. Life is playing like bills and things like that. Like, you don't get the opportunity to take up an offer and then call them and say, hey, I know you charged us this month, but we need to cut back because our offering wasn't up to par. That's not how it is. So people, stop thinking that they taking your money doing something with it. Because if you thought in your right mind, you would know. You know what you putting in. Come on now. Let's just be honest. You know when you skip. You know when you miss. You know when you figure, well, you know what? I know it's this, but this month or this week it's gonna have to be that, right? So they cannot, especially these pastors who do not work a full-time job. They just pastor. You cannot think in your right mind. You know how much your bills are. You know that they consistent and they don't change. They rarely go down, and they always either they steady or they on the rise. So stop being like that. Stop stressing yourself out about when you want to give, where your money going to. It's, if you flipped on the light, you got toilet paper, the bathroom's clean, the place is clean, the toilets work, the mics work, your chair ain't broken. Uh, Thank you for your blessing, because that's what they use to make sure that the place of meeting is clean and appropriate for its members and others. So anyway, So I got on that tangent about that just to say this. We have to get back to the basics. We have to get back to, not saying go back to, I'm saying in our mind, in our spirit, we have to get back to the little churches that smelled like old cedar and mothballs and was dusty, and they had a piano and an organ, and somebody had a pickle bucket or whatever. We have to get back to that mindset, because if we wait any longer playing these games, then we're going to be left right where we are. We don't need a lot of different people telling us a whole bunch of different stuff. All we have to do is stop, process, and move. That's it. It just takes a moment to process. Now, that's a hit and miss, because anybody that know me know, hey, it's got a lot of dependencies there. Don't judge me. Pray for me. God's working on me. I pray he work fast, because I've been doing this a long time. But what I'm saying is that if you read your word, then you know that there are going to be people coming, like all these pastors. These churches call these pastors to come to their churches for a few reasons. Because they're good on the subject. They bring in revenue because people are excited to see them. People want to come in. They want to come into the place. And so, if there's a charge, a fee, they'll pay the fee. Or they just feel like they got a good word they want to give people who are trying to be motivated, inspired, and things like that, which is all good. But since you ain't God, don't try to figure it out. Just know who you are, whose you are, and what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be everything for the glory of God. Really, you can give a good message and your shirt could be very nice because you didn't pay $1,000 for it. But if you give a horrible message, we don't even care about your shirt. You wasted your money. We mad that we wasted our time. And vice versa. You can be in a white tee and some Walmart gray sweats and some shower shoes, and you could give a powerful message, and we missed the outfit. But if you give a horrible message, that's all we're gonna talk about. Was that you should have had you got dressed, your message probably would have been better. You know how we do. So anyway, I just said all that to say that let's not continue to use the house of God as a place to be entertained, because it's so much more than that. It really is. Well, that's my thought for today. With love, Ree. Bye.